Okay, we're vlogging.
So we're going to Milford to look at a house. Tell us about it.
This is a house a block away from the beach, Milford.
Yep.
It's up on a hill, which is good because as much as you want to be on the beach, that stuff floods.
Yes.
And it's not good. It's very expensive. The insurance is crazy. And you generally got to get your house up on stilts. They're taking houses that were damaged with a hurricane about 4 years ago, and up they go
Right.
on stilts. So this is on
zoning.
a hill. It's about 50, 60 feet up above ground, so it's not going to get flooded.
Right.
And it's a nice house, like 3 floors, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths.
Yeah.
The yard goes like that too, so you're not playing baseball in this yard.
Right. So we did a presentation with this girl already,
Yeah,
and we offered to do a lease option purchase.
right,
A lease with an option to purchase.
right.
Okay? And she said yes. But then she went off and talked to the realtor.
Yeah.
And now she's kind of flopping.
Yeah, it's the old, do I want the money later? Can I have the money now? You know.
So this is a classic example of what I talk about doing a good presentation. When we did the presentation before, okay, exit 41. When we did the presentation before, that's 43. No, that's 41.
Wait,
Yeah,
is this
yeah,
it?
that's it. That's it.
Yeah. Hold on, we're pulling off the highway.
Yeah, we just went across 3 lanes of the highway.
I thought it was way further down.
And we were hanging on. Did you notice our faces?
Approaching left turn.
So, anyways, let's shorten this up. So, what we did is we actually have an event that's coming up, and we're in August right now. We have an event that's coming, and I'm going to show you how to do a presentation. So I used to in the day, and we haven't been using it recently, but we're using it again, have a presentation pack. And the presentation pack talks about the difference between getting your money now and getting your money later. And it also talks about how much it costs to sell a property. And every time I've done this, and I've done this dozens and dozens and dozens, I think a few hundred times. I can't say that with total certainty, but I've done it a lot, this presentation.
Mm-hmm.
And every single time it negotiates the price by at least 10 or 12% of the asking price. There's been oftentimes where I'll negotiate 18% to 20% of the asking price right after the presentation. Because it's so logical and it makes so much sense that there's just no way that you can not say yes to the answers, because it's really, you have to pay a conveyance tax, you have to pay a realtor if you use a realtor.
Mm-hmm.
You have to pay, there's just certain things you got to pay to closing, but they're not disclosed to you until you get to the closing. So what happens is and not to knock realtors, because I'm not doing that, but a realtor will tell you, oh, let's sell the house for 160. You go, okay, and the realtor calls you up and says, I got an offer at 150. You start negotiating, you land at 153. You don't realize that there's another $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 before you close until you get to the closing, and by then it's a month later or 2 months later, and you're already 4 or 5 months into the process, and you're like, oh, I don't want to start all over again. So you take the hit.
Yeah.
And because it's one house usually that a person's selling, that's it, they take the hit. But when you're doing multiple houses like we are, that all adds up. So you need to figure that out before you start. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go out there and we're going to show her the presentation.
Mm-hmm.
And go over the numbers with her and explain to her what it's going to cost for her to sell with a realtor.
Approaching right turn.
And then we're going to show her how we can save her all that money with a lease, with a purchase. And either we're going to close today, or we're going to walk away and we're going to not have a deal. Either way, we're going to get closure.
Yep.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're awful quiet. What do you have your attention on? Driving?
No, I'm just listening to your words of wisdom.
I've heard the wisdom now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Can I get paid for my wisdom?
When we sell the house.
Oh, I wanted an ice cream. That's all I wanted.
That's on my list, too. I think lunch and an ice cream.
Lunch and an ice cream.
On the beach.
Perfect.
On the
I'm
beach.
in.
Okay.
All right, so we're off to the beach. We're done blogging.
Gotta have some fun
All right,
along
good.
the way.
We're done blogging.
Over and out.
Next time.
Do.